have been asking about BAX. So here I am, and I said I'll have a look at the chart. It's nothing short of impressive. I am still doing a lot of homework on this. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Apart from very strong community, this is looking really good for technology wise and updates on what they're bringing in. I just wanted to have a look at what this coin has been doing and what way it looks on from the technical perspective. This chart goes back all the way from April 21. This is obviously a weekly chart. Yep, let's start from here. Kind of have done like several, levels here to show you the turning points where we had that. This was a bit of a deviation here, but it was a support, another support. We've had a bit of resistance here, and that was a flipping point, and it pretty much nearly came all the way down here to give it a retest. It's this sort of like a side action in the weekly. I would prefer to kind of have a little bit more structure to say, right, okay, I feel better about this now in terms of entering. It just feels like after such big move, it'd be interesting to see where the distribution is going to be, and where possibly market is going to take it from here. It's holding really well since that pump. It actually, look, it went like, if you caught the bottom, this actually pumped like 750%. If you didn't, you could have entered at like, retest of this support. If you look at this price point here, or even a little bit higher, that's still like 4x for getting it in around this zone here. It's given a fabulous W. Let's it looks actually amazing how it worked. Higher low, fab price action, that test pump, come back and then continue up. But right now it is sitting at a super interesting level. Look at this price. There's like 3 points, 3 dots, 3 zeros after the dot, after the point. So I'm not going to be reading out those prices with zeros. I'm just going to be shouting the numbers out to you. You have to add the zeros there yourself, all right? So it's 3333. Crazy numbers. Which obviously, look, it was this bottom here. Okay, you can see it, yeah. Again, a consolidation, lost it. Resistance, lost it. So we're back up at this level. It gave a deep cup here, I suppose. Where is it going to reverse to? Usually, like I say, it's not unusual in the bull market to see a 50% pullback. This didn't happen really for BAX after this pump. This like just gave like 20%. Like this was obviously, but that was a couple of weeks ago now. And it just came back up. It hasn't really corrected. So looking at this, okay, what we're going to do is just put in some of my indicators just to give us an idea. The first one I look at the weekly, obviously, is the 1821. What we're seeing here is that cross happened here all the way in February. Came back to retest that EMA. Ideally, obviously, I would like to see it retest lower, and I have those prices written here. So it's 2857. So it's in around, let's round it up, 285, 245, and it could potentially go lower. of course. Um, let's just, you know, for continuation, if this was to reverse from around this area here, half a point is far down all the way to 1 to 3, but you know, when you kind of look at this in the golden pocket reversal side, like it could happen, it could just basically be a couple of weeks before you see these prices. Depends how bullish the market is. I think in general, anyway, as I always kind of stick to that strategy, DCAing. Obviously the drops here, you know, with the amount of zeros, if this moves all the way down to the golden pocket, it is, yeah, look, it's going to be 50% drop, but it doesn't have to go all the way down to the 618. You know, it could reverse somewhere around here. Or it might not, it might just come here to the 786 and reverse from here, you know, and then give another lovely formation here, higher low, and just basically leave that whole range, you know, far away behind. So even just to kind of like giving yourself room to come back down to around the 786, that is 25% drop. If you can, you know, if you're approaching this from the long-term investment, if you think you can live with the drop and you want to spread your investment on BAX from here on, it's just very hard. Look, obviously it's kind of sitting above 886. I know there's a lot of bullish things going on for it, and it will go a long way for a strong coin that has many holders. It will go a long way for a coin that, you know, it's fitting in with the market, with the narrative, with the shift. Just hard to say like where Bitcoin is going to go from here. Like I said, even if we push above 25,000, what's going to happen next? You know, it's still structurally fine and sound to go lower. Nothing goes up like, you know, I know it looks to you like it just was one big massive pump, but these are weeks. There were like, you know, side actions. There were days and hours when probably people were sitting and staring at it and wondering what's going to happen next, right? So similarly here, like no need to FOMO, no need to freak out, you know, even if this kind of like, I'm liking this level. First of all, you know, it reclaimed a very important support. It's holding now for weeks. Just zoom in here on the daily, you know, it's starting to kind of print a bit of a wedge. I want to also look at other indicators here, obviously. Tino's 50 EMA. See, this is another indicator. This is another EMA I love to look at. Price always comes back to 50, as you can see. You know, it might come back to the cloud. So keep an eye on the like the 300 or even lower, like I was just saying, 255, 256, wicking below. It might just give a little bit more side action here. Really hard to catch that bottom, guys, remember that. And just looking at the alpha trend, looks green, looks good. Daily RSI, RSI actually looks good. I mean, look, it's actually giving us bullish divergence where price action is going sideways, and we have here, and actually I suppose when we zoom in here, although it's kind of giving the M, but at the same time, you know, it's cooling off and price is going sideways. So this is looking good. If there's nothing very sudden on the market, I think, you know, you can slowly start looking at investing into this. Nothing crazy. I always say, guys, you know, it's better to start slow and small. Even if this pushes up and you didn't buy as much as you wanted to, you can you know, always count on the fact that when it goes up, it will give you some profits from the bag that you've already had. So money is money, profit is profit. I think, you know, for BAX, that's as much as I can say right now. I'm liking this side action. I mean, I'm not ruling out a little bit more correction depending on the market, depending on the holders, depending on the news. Looks good for the minute. Nothing, you know, there's nothing that is worrying me. You know, obviously, like I said, this is an important support that was reclaimed. It's going to look amazing if it holds. And if there's conviction in the holders and the people that have came to this to see this really move, this might really hold really well at those levels. Wick below here, even like I said, look, coming back down even to the golden pocket here, it's not going to be too bearish for you. I would be worrying if obviously it goes below the golden pocket all the way down to 1.3. That's a deep correction from here. But then again, it's hard to predict bottom. I'd be hoping, you know, that this level for BAX, it's kind of like, you know, really out of the dead zone for it. And now we've reclaimed really important support. Fair enough, you know, there's still room for correction, but that's going to be very bullish correction and then continuation up higher. If everything goes well. I have no idea how much is planned for this coin yet. I have no idea how much, how the progress is going, but I promise I will look.